For years, MrBeast was the unstoppable force of YouTube, the creator who broke every record, every ceiling, every expectation. A modern day Midas, everything he touched turned to gold. But what happens when someone climbs so high that the only direction left is down? This is the story of Jimmy Donaldson, the boy who built $1 billion empire from nothing. The higher the climb, the harder the fall. Before the fame, before the money, before the global brand, Jimmy Donaldson was just a teenager in North Carolina with a single obsession: figuring out YouTube. He uploaded relentlessly, he studied analytics, he tested every idea, no matter how strange, counting to 100,000, reading a dictionary, saying Logan Paul's name 100,000 times. These weren't gimmicks, these were experiments, and they worked. Jimmy wasn't just making videos, he was building a blueprint. But what truly set Jimmy apart wasn't his creativity, it was his willingness to risk everything. In the early days he was broke, scraping together money from friends, sponsors, and tiny ad checks, and every time he earned $1, he didn't keep it, he reinvested it. $1,000 became 10,000, 10,000 became 100, and soon his videos weren't just popular, they were spectacles. His relentless reinvestment strategy became a blueprint and the foundation of a global empire. Today, MrBeast's estimated net worth sits around $2.6 billion, making him one of the richest creators in history. But this was just the beginning, because once Jimmy realized he could turn views into businesses, the climb accelerated. MrBeast became the internet's favorite hero. He gave away cars, houses, stacks of cash. He paid for surgeries, rebuilt people's homes, and funded massive charity projects. He planted 20 million trees, fed millions through Beast philanthropy. He wasn't just a creator, he was a symbol of generosity. But symbols are fragile, and the internet loves to question what it once worshipped. As his fame and recognition exploded, Jimmy built something no creator had ever attempted: a multi-brand corporate ecosystem powered by YouTube. Beastburger, a ghost kitchen fast food chain that launched with record-breaking demand. Feastables, a chocolate and snack brand that stormed into Walmart and became a top seller. He had a merch empire, one of the most profitable in creator history. Several international YouTube channels, each with millions of subscribers. A massive production studio with hundreds of employees and a Hollywood-level budget. This wasn't a YouTuber with side hustles, this was a billion-dollar machine. But machines break, and the bigger the machine, the louder the crash. By 2021, former employees of MrBeast began speaking out. Some described the workplace as demanding, intense, and emotionally draining. Others claimed the pressure to deliver perfection was overwhelming. And many employees defended Jimmy, but the narrative had shifted. For the first time in his career, the internet saw a crack in his armor. Then came the downfall of Beastburger. What began as a viral success quickly spiraled into chaos. Complaints about raw meat, burnt buns, missing ingredients. The worst burger I've ever had, reviews flooding social media. Jimmy eventually sued the parent company, calling the brand irreparably damaged. That same company countersued for $100 million. The golden boy of YouTube was now in a very public and legal battle. Feastables launched strong, but controversy followed. Critics accused the brand of using unpaid volunteers during a Walmart restocking challenge. Critics said the product was over-marketed to children, leveraging Jimmy's influence in ethically grey ways. Although there was nothing illegal, the internet doesn't need proof to build a narrative, and the narrative was shifting again. His charity videos, once universally praised, became a battleground. When he paid for 1,000 blind people to receive eye surgery, critics argued, is this exploitation? Why does charity need to be content? Supporters said he was doing more good than most governments, but the debate revealed something deeper. People were no longer sure whether MrBeast was a hero or just a brand built to look like one. As Jimmy's fame grew, so did the rumours. Claims he was too controlling behind the scenes, speculation about falling outs with former friends, theories that his videos were becoming unsustainable, whispers of burnout among his team members, and predictions that his empire was one scandal away from collapse. In the year 2023, MrBeast faced one of the most explosive controversies of his career, and it didn't come from a business deal or a lawsuit. It came from inside his own inner circle. When Jimmy's childhood best friend, team member, business partner, Kris Tyson publicly came out as transgender and began his transition, the internet erupted. Supporters celebrated the moment as a step forward for representation, but critics launched coordinated attacks, claiming the change would ruin the MrBeast brand. Commentators predicted subscriber loss, panic from advertisers, and the collapse of the channel. But then, the situation escalated even further. As the debate intensified, rumours and allegations began circulating, accusing Kris of inappropriate behaviour and even claims of grooming minors. Allegations that were widely discussed online, but never substantiated. Screenshots, messages, whether in or out of context, and edited clips spread across social media at lightning speed, fueling a narrative that spiraled far beyond the facts. Some corners of the internet went even further, speculating that MrBeast knew about the allegations and chose to stay silent. Was this true, or was this not true? Again, no evidence ever emerged, but online, evidence isn't required for a story to take on a life of its own. The controversy became a wildfire. Jimmy defended Kris publicly, calling him a friend and rejecting these attacks. But the damage was already done. For the first time, the MrBeast brand wasn't just facing criticism, it was facing moral panic and a wave of hostility unlike anything the channel had ever seen. And whether the allegations were real or not, that didn't matter. What mattered was perception, and the perception was darkening. MrBeast videos became more extreme, more expensive, more cinematic. But behind the scenes, creators whispered the same fear. He's raising the bar so high that no one, not even him, can keep up. Every video cost millions. Every upload had to break the internet. Every idea had to be bigger than the last. It was a treadmill with no stop button, and the cracks were widening. By 2024 and 2025, the signs were clear. Lawsuits, controversies, creator backlash, employee turnover, business struggles, slower upload schedule, and a growing sense that the MrBeast formula was reaching its limit. The climb had been extraordinary, but the fall, if it came, would be just as dramatic. Now in recent times, MrBeast's views have dropped to more than half to what they used to be. Although he still gets millions of views, some would say that his empire is declining. Many will blame it on the YouTube algorithm and the changes on the platform, and others will say he's reached a ceiling and there's nowhere else to go. MrBeast remains the biggest YouTuber on earth. His influence is unmatched, His videos still dominate the platform, but the myth of invincibility, well, that's gone. He's no longer the untouchable golden boy. He's a creator under pressure, a CEO in conflict, and a public figure navigating fame at a scale that no influencer has ever experienced. So maybe that's the real story. Not the fall of MrBeast, but the moment the world realized that he could. Because the higher the climb, the harder the fall. If you like this kind of content, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below, and let us know your thoughts.